Hello, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Michael Lee Johnson, a poet from Illinois, sort of a land of Lincoln boy. Former Indiana Hoosier, lived in Canada for many years and quite honestly, proud of it. I'm here tonight just to introduce myself, give you a little bit of history about who I am, share a few poems, moment in history, and, well, personal spaces. It's not easy to sit up here and ad-lib yourself on YouTube, trust me. But anyway, I was born in Indiana, lived 10 years in Canada during the Vietnam era, now living in Illinois. Education, streetwalker, BA degree, 2 courses, short of a master's degree, 3 courses towards a pre-PhD course, failed creative writing class. Well, let's just say I got bored of academics. I presently work in advertising. I'm an ex-social worker of sorts. I run an independent business. It's interesting about my background. Actually, I started writing poems in 1965. Carried them on my back in Canada for many, many years. Never threw them away. But with the advent of the internet, in the last 2 years, I've been very fortunate. I've been able to go from nothing to being published in 22 countries in less than 3 years. If you'd like to see more of my writings and poetry, all you have to do is type Michael Lee Johnson into Google and you'll find me there. My personal website is poetryman.mysite.com, and I also have 4 poetry sites that I run. Basically, I just want to share a few poems with you tonight. One of them is called Harvest Time. A Métis lady drunk, hands blanketed as in prayer over a large brown fruit basket. Naked of fruit, no vine, no vineyard inside. Approaches the Edmonton, Alberta Adoption Agency. There are only spirit gods inside her empty purse. Inside an infant restrained from life with a fruity wine sap apple wedged like a teaspoon of August sun inside her mouth. A shallow pool of tears mount in native blue eyes. Snuffling, the mother offers a slim smile. Turns away, she slithers voyeuristically through near slum streets and alleyways looking for drinking buddies to share a hefty pint of Applejack wine. That was a poem that just brought back a lot of memories, honestly, from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where in downtown Edmonton you were able to see Métis Indians all the time, struggling with their lifestyle and who they were and who they are. A proud people, but a mixed breed. A very difficult situation. Next poem's very short, goes all the way back to 1975. It's called Lost in the Distant Harbor. Love, once beside me. Now, lost in the distant harbor, calls out into the night, crawls back into the fog. Small little poem. Oh, that goes way back too when I think about it, all the way back to 1975. You know, back in the days when love was voyeuristic and love was new, and oh, I don't know. Maybe all the hormones were jumping all over the place. A more recent poem is called Charlie Plays a Tune. I'd like to share that with you. It's about social situations. It's about life conditions. It's a poem with a story. If you listen carefully, you may find someone that you know very close by. Charlie plays a tune. Crippled in Chicago with arthritis and Alzheimer's in a dark rented room, Charlie plays melancholic melodies on a dust filled harmonica he found abandoned on a playground of sand. Years ago by a handful of children playing on monkey bars. He now goes to the bathroom on occasion, relieves himself, taking forever. He feeds the cat when he doesn't forget where the food is stashed at. He hears bedlam when he buys fish at the local market and skeleton bones of the fish show through. He lies on his back riddled with pain, pine cones fill his pillow and mattresses. Praying to Jesus and rubbing his rosary beads, Charlie blows tunes out his celestial instrument. Notes flow through open window, touch the nose of summer clouds. Charlie overtakes himself with grief and is ecstatically alone. Charlie plays a solo tune. That was actually written in 2007, and I just blew a couple of lines of it, but I hope you can appreciate that. I have a cat. Her name is Nikki. She's black with a few white stripes. Do I need to say that she looks like a skunk, or have you figured it out by now? I wrote a poem about Nikki one night when she was looking at a kerosene, what do you call them? The little lanterns, flickering. It's called Playful. Nothing more playful than a gray moth dancing, skeleton wings and green eyes cat prancing, claws swatting around a lit kerosene lamp, shadow boxing, and we all have fun in the moonlight. It was written in 2007, I believe. We're going to have a couple of more poems, and I'm going to let you go. One of them is called If I Were Young Again. This poem was written in exile in Canada during the Vietnam War. I hope I get most of it right. I'll probably miss a few words and not be perfect here. If I were young again, piecemeal summer dies. The spread of long winter blanket again. For 10 years I have lived in exile, locked in this rickety cabin, shoulder pushed up against the open Alberta sky. If I were young again, I'd sing the coolness of high mountain snow flowers, the sprinkle of night glow blue metals. I would dream and stretch thin fingers into distant nowhere. Yawn slowly over the endless prairie miles. Prairie and grasslands where as summer's silence grows and spread eagle wings out like warm honey. If I were young again, I'd eat pine cones, food of birds, share meals with wild animals. I'd have as much dessert as wanted, reach out into blue sky and lick the clouds off my fingers. But I'm not young anymore, and my thoughts torment are raw and overworked, sharp in misery from torture of war and childhood. For 10 years now I have lived locked in this unstable cabin. Inside the rush of summer winds, outside the air beaten dim with snow. It was written back in 1985. The last poem I'd like to share with you tonight, and I'm going to let all you folks go and hope that a few of you actually view these things on YouTube. It's called Electric in the Sun. This is a new poem written in 2008. I'm probably going to blunder it because I don't even know it by heart at this point. Electric in the sun. I'm electric in the spring sun. Nomad in summer dust, my lanterns burn without fuel. I lie in deep grass with microphones tossed over my ears and feel like I am on high. Psychedelic blue-green grass, pink, pink sunglasses in my left hand. Teeth pearly white, ivory tusk, muscle t-shirt with brown sash from shoulder to hip. Crazy beads around my neck. Yellow, orange, shaped like cotton corn. Candy corn. Life is but a blitz. I'm electric in the sun. And there is no cell phone by my side. Michael Lee Johnson, 2008. Listen, folks, I hope you appreciated a few of the poems I had to share. I have many more and hope that you take a look at me on my website, on Google search, and have a good evening.